This is Heathrow, and most people think of this as an airport, but I don't. I think of it as a large city, as this has its own underground railways and so many different bus routes. There is more transport infrastructure here than some fair-sized cities, and it's lift tour time. First to Terminal 5 and first to one of the glass Schindler lifts in the terminal.
Level 0.
And now to one of the glass Schindler lifts in the car park.
Doors closing. Level 5. Doors opening.
And now let's ride the automatic driverless podcast system. These podcasts go between Heathrow Terminal 5 and the business car park. They drive themselves and are ultra modern. This is one of 3 systems in the entire world. This is what the future is going to be like for transport. Let's ride the Heathrow pod.
Hello, where do you want to go? You're going to business or your Ready to go? Press start. You're going to Business Parking Station A. Our journey from Terminal 5 to Business Parking Station A takes 5 minutes. Mind your head, leaving the pod. Goodbye. Almost there. When we stop, the doors will open automatically. Thanks for travelling on Heathrow Pod. Don't forget your bags. Mind your head when leaving the pod. Goodbye.
And now back to Terminal 5 and into the hotel and to the first Otis Gen 2 lift.
Doors closing.
And now to the glass Otis Gen 2 lift. And now along to the buses. A lot of people will think that you'll find aeroplane enthusiasts at Heathrow, but Heathrow is also really good for bus enthusiasts, as there's so many different bus routes. It's hard to explain quite how massive this is. There's buses going everywhere, from different car parks to different hotels, all around the airport to the different terminals. Firstly, let's ride the Scania Bendy bus, and this bus is staff only. Even more reason to ride it. And here is the staff-only car park. I wonder how many people will notice that I'm not meant to be here. Oh well. Going back into Heathrow Terminal 5 and along to the lifts to the trains. These lifts run automatically and go from trains level non-stop up to departures, then down to arrivals, then back down to trains level. Also, these lifts go to 2 staff-only floors. And what's really weird is that these staff-only floors have swing doors. One of these staff-only floors is halfway between departures and arrivals and goes out onto the glass roof. The other staff-only floor is halfway between arrivals and the trains level and seems to be some sort of service area.
This list serves all floors. The next stop is arrivals. This list serves all floors. The next stop is express train to Central London and terminals. This list serves all floors. The next stop is departure. Departure.
And now to the next bus, which is an Enviro 200 to the long stay parking for Terminal 5. And here is the long stay parking for Terminal 5. This is one of many car parks. And now back along to Terminal 5 and now on to the trains. At Terminal 5 there's 3 different underground railways. There's the Piccadilly line, Heathrow Express and the Terminal 5B and 5C transit train. I've been wanting to go on this transit train for ages, but it's airside! This transit train goes between Terminal 5 to 5B and 5C. I've never even been to 5B and 5C because these are airside only terminals and you can't get to these until you've gone past check-in. This transit train looks so good. I want to go on it so much. Anyway, now on to the Heathrow Express. Let's take the Heathrow Express from Terminal 5 along to Heathrow Central.
Please ensure that all luggage is stowed either in the overhead compartment
Here I am at Heathrow Central. This place is really confusing. Heathrow Central is for Terminals 1, 2 and 3, and all the different buildings are in really confusing places. It's so easy to lose your sense of direction in this part of the airport.
Now closing.
Firstly, let's go along to Terminal 3. And now into some eco discs.
Ground floor. Doors open. Doors closed. Doors open. Doors closed. Doors open. Doors closed. First floor. Doors open.
In this terminal, there is a piano. This is one of the latest crazes nowadays for different places like airports to actually have a piano for people to play just sitting in the middle of the terminal building. But when there's just a piano sitting there, you usually expect it to be a not very good quality piano which I found from somewhere. But this one's not. It's quite surprising, but this piano is actually really good quality. And now on to the arrivals part of the airport and to the lifts here. These have been modernised since last time I came here. And now to the car park eco discs. Now this is quite weird. Looking on Google Earth, if you look a few years ago and compare it to now, the car park has moved. They pulled down the old car park and built the new one just a few metres away. The eco discs in this car park are ever so busy. It's so annoying. I just couldn't film these. But there's a far better eco disc in the car park. The strictly trolley lift only. I like going in lifts I'm not allowed to, so I just had to ride this one. Also, this lift has a weird flap thing that goes down when the lift arrives, so when the lift's not there, the trolleys don't bang against the door.
Third floor.
And now along to Terminal 2, which is missing. They have demolished Terminal 2 so that they can rebuild it. Now, Terminal 2 was a rather weird terminal. I think this is the one that had that weird ramp thing. So as you walk to the terminal, if you got a trolley, you'd go along this long, very 60s looking ramp. It was quite odd. There wasn't actually that many lifts there. Now along to Heathrow Central Bus Station. And now along to Terminal 1. And now along to the other lifts, which go down to the Heathrow Express platforms. These go down to the other end of the Heathrow Express platforms.
Doors are now closing. Trains to London Paddington, Terminal 4.
Doors closing. Restaurant.
And now along to a car park at Terminal 1.
Doors closing. Doors opening.
And now along to the other car park at Terminal 1. This is the car park that has the spinny thing. But the spinny thing stopped spinning! Viewing strictly prohibited. Please leave the area immediately. This is a very rude sign. They absolutely hate aeroplane enthusiasts at Heathrow. They really don't like it if they see people watching the aeroplanes, which is extremely unfair. But I'm not here to watch the aeroplanes. I'm here to see the buses and lifts. Also, thinking about it, they probably don't like it either. But who cares? And now along to Heathrow Central Bus Station. Over here's where the buses go to places outside of the airport. Even though these buses are interesting, I more wanted to go on the buses around the airport. But none of the buses around the airport stop here. So now let's go along to the Terminal 3 bus station. There's a lot of bus stations here. There's a bus station at Terminal 1, Terminal 3, as well as the Central Bus Station. At the Terminal 3 bus station, there's quite a nice selection of different buses. There's a Hotel Hopper, which has 10 different bus routes to different hotels around the airport. That is a lot of bus routes, but they charge you for this bus. Anyway, it's only in Viro 200, I can't be bothered to go on it. I want to go on a bus where they don't charge you. So now onto the bus to the long stay car park for Terminals 1 and 3. This is a nice Mercedes-Benz Citaro. And here I am at a long stay parking for Terminals 1 and 3, and the aeroplanes go right overhead here. And now going back to Heathrow, and now onto another bus, and here is a nice looking Optare Solo which goes to the car hire place. I didn't go on this one, instead I went on a rather grubby looking Optare Solo which goes to a smaller NCP car park. And the NCP car park was rather boring, especially compared to all of the other car parks here. But next to this car park is a hotel. Let's go and explore it. To get to this hotel, you're supposed to go on the hotel hopper bus. You're not actually supposed to go on the free bus just for the car park. Oh dear, I hope I don't notice this when I go back. Let's go into the hotel. The lifts here are old Otises which have been modernised, and these are the first ever lifts I've been in to have RGB lighting.
Going up. Doors closing. Fifth floor. Doors opening. Lift going down. Ground floor. Doors opening. Lift going up.
And now, going back to Heathrow, and I'm definitely not going on that hotel hopper bus because they charge you to go on that. Instead, I'm going back to the NCP car park to pick up the free bus. Oh dear, I hope I don't notice I've been to the hotel. They probably won't let me on the bus if they realise I don't have a car here. But luckily, nobody noticed. And now, going back to the Heathrow Central train station. And now, let's go on a really nice Siemens Desiro train to Heathrow Terminal 4. Heathrow Terminal 4 is probably the least interesting of the different terminals. Here is one of the lifts here.
The doors are now closing. Trains to Terminals 1, 2, 3 and London Paddington.
Now let's go along to the Hilton, and this is along a really long bridge. And here is the Hilton, and this has some really nice Fujitech lifts.
Heathrow.